¿Qué tal amigos? Bienvenidos a un nuevo video en el canal. Estoy muy contento de estar nuevamente con todos ustedes. Y sí, señores, así como ayer se los dije, hoy vamos a estar tocando el último video del secretario de Estado Marco Rubio, que sinceramente ha sido la otra piñata del gobierno de Donald Trump, cómo lo han golpeteado, pero lo han estado exhibiendo sus mentiras tras mentiras tras mentiras. Y este video es la revelación de ello, es la prueba de ello, porque el representante demócrata Bill Keating le hace una serie de preguntas súper picantes. Ya les digo que el video va a estar sumamente picante, así que lo hace replantearse varias veces sobre de qué lado está Marco Rubio. Pero bueno, señores, vamos a verlo. Pónganse cómodos, bienvenidos nuevamente y adelante con las imágenes.
As Representative Keating.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will miss my seatmate, Jerry Conley. He loved sitting here, and we loved him. Secretary, in 1944, my uncle, James Arthur Keating, was serving in France, and as soldiers, his fellow soldiers were dying around him, he wrote a letter back in combat, back home, about the cost of human sacrifice and whether it was worthwhile to defend a piece of mud on the earth. Only a week after that letter, he answered that question while carrying lead in himself as one of the people in his command was exposed and injured. He was wounded himself carrying lead and crawled out there, brought him back to safety, saved his life, and as he was going for another person, was machine gunned to death himself and killed in action. 400,000 other American families gave the same sacrifice, but the peace and prosperity that came forward the world has never seen. It's a transatlantic alliance where our allies sacrificed their young men and women when America was attacked in 9/11, and economically, they're a $1.6 trillion trading partner with us with 16 million jobs on both sides of the continent. So my questions today are looking for clarity on where we stand with our allies and partners for more than 80 years, because they're expressing their doubts. They're expressing their doubts publicly, they've expressed it to me privately. So as the face of our country, as the lead foreign policy representative in the United States, I'm just looking for this clarity. So first, simply answer this question, if you will. Is Russia the aggressor in this Ukraine war?
Yeah, Russia invaded Ukraine.
So they are the aggressor in this war, correct?
They invaded them, yes.
Well, thank you, sir, because it's important to get this clarity, because President Donald Trump said it was Ukraine that started this war, and our allies have the right to know this. Secondly, the person we're negotiating with, Vladimir Putin, is he a war criminal?
Well, I think you can look at instances that have happened there and certainly characterize them as war crimes, but our intent is to end the war.
Is he a war criminal?
We can't end the war without talking to
No,
Mr. Putin.
that's pretty simple. Is he a war criminal?
Well, that's
this man we're negotiating with, Vladimir Putin. Is he a war criminal? That's not tough.
But what? I'm trying to answer your question by telling you that we're trying to end the war here.
Go ahead.
No,
You're
it's not a simple answer.
You are equivocating, sir. Just answer the question.
I'm answering your question, and the answer is that war crimes have been committed, no doubt. And who is responsible for that? There will be time and place for that accountability. But right now, the job is to end the war.
So you won't answer the question.
If we don't end the war, people are going to get
reclaiming
killed.
my time, sir. Let me go on. Because I don't understand this. Because you're sitting in front of us now as Secretary of State. It wasn't long ago that you were sitting as a senator with Secretary of State nominee Rex Tillerson at the time, in the exact same circumstances, only reversed. And you questioned him about Putin directing attacks against schools, markets, hospitals, playgrounds. And on top of this, in this instance, he's abducted 20,000 children, a clear war crime. So you were very clear then Vladimir Putin was a war criminal. Now you're unmaking him a war criminal, and you won't answer the question about the exact same circumstances.
You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm reclaiming my time, sir.
You're putting words in my mouth.
And you know what you said to Secretary
That's not what I
Tillerson
said.
at the end of his answer when he equivocated just as you are right now?
I've not equivocated.
You said,
You just don't let me
it sure
answer.
sounds like it to me. then I'll give you a second chance. Is Vladimir
never gave me a
Putin
first
a war
chance.
criminal?
I already told you war crimes have been committed.
No, you didn't tell me if
Well,
he's a
that can't
war
even-
criminal.
Mr. Chairman, am I allowed to answer questions?
I'm
or just
reclaiming
be
my
hectic?
time, sir, and listen,
Well,
I'm
if he
using
keeps
your own
reclaiming
words so you don't have to answer. Did you know what you said to then nominee Secretary of State Tillerson? You said you were very discouraged in his inability to accept that Putin was indeed a war criminal. Your words, we don't need any more. You're inconsistent. The third question I have, sir, is this.
I answered your question. You just don't let
You
me answer.
did not answer the question about Putin's
Well, you
war
keep
criminal
reclaiming your
conduct
time.
in Ukraine.
You asked me a question, then you reclaim your time. So how can I answer
You
the
answered
question?
it. Listen, let me go forward with this. 3 questions. And I'm
Or are you
being
gonna
pretty
reclaim
clear to
time
you.
on those too?
I'm giving you a chance to answer. Give me a chance to ask the question. Here it is. So there's a concern among these allies that we've had, our closest allies, about the one-sidedness of the negotiations with Russia and Ukraine.
Gentlemen's
Regular
time has
order.
expired. Secretary Rubio, if you'd like to respond, by all means.
Can I reclaim my time for a few seconds? Thank you. Number one, crimes have been committed in the war on Ukraine, and there will be accountability for that. But our goal right now is to end that war, because let me tell you, every single day that that war goes on, more people are killed, more people are maimed, and frankly, more war crimes are being committed every day that the war lasts. Number one. Number two, I don't know how European allies could say that. I talk to European allies literally every single day. I see or talk to the foreign minister of the UK and France and Germany more than I see or talk to my own kids in some days.
Chairman,
So these are all
I'm
false
reclaiming
claims.
my
It's
time
important.
now.
You have no time.
Because
You're not
you've given him
recognized, Mr.
time,
Keating.
and I asked unanimous
Not
consent.
recognized, Mr.
Mr.
Keating.
Chairman,
You're not recognized.
I'm asking for unanimous consent to
Mr.
put in
Keating,
the record.
you're not recognized. The
I
Secretary
am
is speaking.
asking unanimous consent to put in the record
Mr. Keating, you're not
the
recognized.
op-ed. Oh, so you're not going to recognize, Mr. Chairman?
Not
Point of order.
recognized in this
Anyone
moment.
that asks unanimous consent to put in for the record a document,
Keating,
you're not allowing
you
that?
are not recognized right now. Your time expired. You might have a minute and a few. Mr. Secretary, please continue.
The last point is, our goal is to end this war. We have to be able to talk to both
Point of
sides
order,
in order
Mr.
to do it.
Chairman.
In order to be, we have to end this
My
conflict.
time is answered. His time answering my question ended too. It's the next person's time. That's the rules in this committee.
Mr.
When you won't
Secretary,
even
please
let
continue.
a person enter into the record something from our ambassador till recently from Ukraine, Ambassador Brink,
Mr.
who
Keating
resigned
should-
because of the conduct
Keating,
of
you
this
should keep a better
administration
eye of the clock
after
right in front
30
of you.
years of service, sir.
You should keep a better eye of the clock in front of you. Your time expired. Continue.
Our goal is to end this war so more people don't die. And by the way, we want all those kids returned back to their homes that were kidnapped from their parents. We just want people to stop dying. Every day this war goes on, people die, things are destroyed, and lives are ruined. And we want it to stop.
Thank you, Secretary Rubio. Did you have something you want to submit for unanimous consent?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Now would be your opportunity.
Thank you, sir. I want to submit for the record an op-ed by Ambassador Brink from Ukraine, the regional ambassador that was close until recently, 30 years of service of Democrat presidents and Republican
ordered.
ones. It's an op-ed that says
So ordered.
Trump's Ukraine
Representative Weiss is
policy, no
recognized.
choice, and she details how
So
peace
ordered.
at any cost is
Take yes
appeasement,
for an
not
answer.
peace.
So
Thank
ordered.
you, sir.
Representative Weiss is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to
Bien, señores, aquí acaba ese video. Ahora pasamos a dar la opinión. Ya se terminó aquí el video, solamente lo ponemos, lo reproducimos de nuevamente para que no quede una imagen estática. Pero bueno, ya vimos en su totalidad las declaraciones del representante demócrata Bill Keating, que sin duda pone en varios aprietos a Marco Rubio, porque hemos estado viendo a lo largo de estos meses que sí es una muy lamentable situación que se sigue viviendo en Rusia, que se sigue viviendo en Ucrania, pero muy bien Bill Keating al hacer esas palabras, esos cuestionamientos, lo fue muy directo, fue muy claro al decir todas estas situaciones, el decir que Putin es un criminal de guerra y ahora Marco Rubio se hace oídos sordos de eso. La verdad es de que habla mucho de Marco Rubio, porque independientemente de que Marco Rubio esté él hablando sobre con los representantes de Alemania, con representantes de Francia, de Gran Bretaña, etcétera, más que sus hijos, pues bueno, ¿qué quieres, amigo? O sea, nadie te está obligando a estar ahí, tú eres el que quiere estar ahí, sinceramente no hay, pues digamos, manera de la que te estén, pues obligando a estar en ese puesto, y creo que no es una buena respuesta por parte de Marco Rubio, ya que muy bien Bill Keating lo está haciendo, pues de cierta manera no salir de sus casillas, pero no responde objetivamente a lo que a Marco Rubio se le está preguntando. Y algo que no me gustó sobre Marco Rubio es de que él se está riendo sarcásticamente sobre Bill Keating. Eso me parece una falta de respeto, porque independientemente de que tú no estés de acuerdo con estos temas, y tú tengas el derecho y la libertad de defenderte y dar tu contraopinión, pues, o tu respuesta, no me parece adecuado que tú te estés riendo sobre estos temas. eh, y es algo que con el tiempo se ha estado demostrando de que Marco Rubio está de un lado y luego está de otro, o sea, y aquí yo pregunto, o sea, ¿de qué lado estás, Marco Rubio? O sea, para dónde, como le dicen a los cubanos que les encanta el béisbol, y a Puerto Rico y a toda esa zona, pues ¿de qué lado bateas? ¿De qué lado bateas? ¿Para dónde vas? Un día dices una cosa, un día dices otra, no se le entiende, o sea, y ya lo habíamos visto con Joaquín Castro, cómo lo puso en su lugar, con ese tipo de situaciones, con el tema de las detenciones de migrantes y muchísimas cosas más, pero muy bien Bill Keating, haciendo referencia a este tipo de situaciones, porque tal cual eh, hizo el comentario de que aproximadamente hay 20,000 niños secuestrados, muy lamentable eso, pero como está teniendo Donald Trump y con Vladimir Putin ciertos tratos, ciertos acuerdos, pues obviamente ya no se atreve Marco Rubio a decir que Vladimir Putin es un criminal de guerra, y la verdad es de que tener un político así que le tiemblen las manos al decir una cosa, al mentar la piedra y luego esconder la mano, creo que no es lo mejor que se pueda tener en un gobierno. Pero bueno, señores, hasta aquí el video. Comenten, comenten, comenten qué les pareció este video sumamente picante por parte del representante demócrata Bill Keating. Así que, bueno, hasta aquí el video, señores. La verdad es de este tema da mucho de qué hablar, mucho, mucho de qué hablar. Pero aquí terminamos con Marco Rubio. Hay otros videos, pero sinceramente hemos tocado los más relevantes, los más picantes para todos ustedes. Así que quédense para que mañana va a haber muchos videos. Bueno, a lo largo de la semana va a haber muchos videos muy picantes, como los que están acostumbrados a ver. Así que bueno, suscríbanse. Es totalmente gratis, es solamente para que ustedes no se pierdan los videos, es totalmente gratuito como se los acabo de comentar, pero sí me encantaría que comenten, 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 porque es lo que más me gusta leer de todos ustedes. Les mando un abrazo y nos vemos en la siguiente. Bye bye.